Why should you believe me? Why should you believe anything I talk about, whether it's in my coaching program, working with me one on social media, here on YouTube, my new channel? Um, the reason why you should believe me is because nothing I talk about is my own discovery or my own invention. I just have the gift of reading at the speed of light and being able to retain and catalog information that I read. That means that I can sift through thousands and thousands of pages very quickly and be able to determine what's fact, what's just BS, and I have just enough background in life science, just enough background in holistic nutrition and health coaching to be able to understand the papers and research that I'm reading and apply it. I am also blessed that despite my dozens of health issues that I've struggled with in the past prior to implementing the strategies that I teach my clients, is that I don't get easily overwhelmed and I don't have any kind of anxiety. This means that when I learn something new, I just flip a switch and I do everything all at once, all at the same time, immediately. Which means that I can test a lot of things on myself and I'm able to see results very quickly. Of course, not everybody is going to be able to implement things that fast, and that's totally fine. Of course, the results are dependent on how long it takes for you to implement all of the necessary steps to feel better. But that aside, I also have a deep respect for those who came and have been here in this space before me, being just someone who has read tons of information, tons of papers, tons of literature around biophysics, light, magnetism, how physics is relevant and applied in biology, and how our body works from an ancestral standpoint. Surgeons and doctors like Dr. Jack Kruse, who have pioneered the collection of all of this information when it comes to quantum biology, will always have 20, 30 years, whatever it is, on me. So I don't know everything. But what I do is I handhold my clients and I really help them sift through all the noise and apply things step by step in a practical fashion. And any new information that I come to that I learn gets passed on immediately. Because a little bit about me, I grew up strict vegetarian, 26 years of that. From 0 to 26, I was a strict vegetarian. That means not even any eggs. And for, I think, about 88 of those years, I was a vegan. And at 26, I shifted to a Weston A. Price style ancestral diet. And I did so very quickly, given I grew up my whole life never touching meat or fish or seafood or eggs of any kind. And the reason for that is because I'm not afraid to question my own beliefs. I'm not afraid to say, hey, you know what? I'm reading this information and I understand why I've been suffering from the choices that were imposed upon me and that I have perpetuated for all of these years. This makes sense to me. This is intuitive to me. It makes sense that from a historical perspective, we never had any plant-based diets. And those that were slightly more heavy on the plants and non-animal or fish foods were always at the equator or very, very close to the equator. And even then, meat, fish, seafood was prized above all else. And it was the most important and critical. So I'm not afraid to question my beliefs. There has been so many situations where I have done 180s in various areas of my life because maybe there was something I didn't know of. Like I used to think grounding was just about getting back to nature, so it's good, but is it really that effective? And then I learned the physics of it and I was like, holy smoking, now I get it. It's really super critical. Everything I share and my story that I'm going to totally share in its totality on my channel, as I discover things, as I learn things, as I'm passionate about things, is based on everything that I'm reading. And the thing is, even qualified PhDs and doctors If they don't question the beliefs that they were taught in school, then those beliefs are not up to date. And all of the groundbreaking doctors, surgeons, PhDs, scientists that have together collectively made up all the information that encompasses quantum biology and understanding how the environment that we live in is affecting our health, they all had an open mind. They were willing to think outside the box and question beliefs that were ingrained. All groundbreaking scientists like Einstein, right? You have to be willing to question. Otherwise, you're always going to be outdated. And that's really one thing that I pride myself in, is always keeping up so I'm not outdated. And respecting all of those who have years and years on me. Me, uniquely, I really like to help women who have bad periods, who have things like endometriosis, there's pain, heavy bleeding, because that's my story. That's something I struggled with for 20 years, over 20 years. And I hated how little information there is around that. And I hated how the perception that was normal is perpetuated amongst all of us, and how even young women are never given the tools to naturally help themselves. It's like, here's the birth control pill. No, not gonna happen. Anyways, thanks for tuning in. And I'm actually going to start doing my YouTube videos once a week for the moment. So be sure to subscribe, hit subscribe below, like this video if you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.